Today I'm going to show you how to keep a circle when putting it on a glass that has a strong angle. So I've created a quick logo, and I've also brought in a picture of a glass. What we're going to do is we're going to measure the height. Once we measure the height, we know that the glass is about 6 inches. So I'm going to get a box, a rectangle tool, and then I'm going to change my outline width to hairline. And then I'm going to go ahead and just make a rectangle. The glass is 6 inches tall, so the rectangle needs to be 6 inches tall. The space bar to switch to my pointer tool. I'm going to make my ruler go across the top. And this is just simulating measuring the actual glass. You won't need a picture of the glass. The width of the top of the glass is 3.5 inches wide. So we're going to go with 3.5. And now we're going to take this same box, Control C to make a copy, Control V to paste that copy. Now we'll measure the bottom. The bottom of the glass is 2 3/8 inches wide. So we'll select that copy. We're going to change it to 2 3/8 inches wide. And yes, Corel does that for you. We select the larger of the two boxes, and we're going to press Control Q to convert it to curves. We'll select our shape tool. We're going to grab this bottom node and bring it to that smaller box. And this other bottom node and bring it to that smaller box because we have it set to snap to nodes. Spacebar to get our pointer tool, select the smaller box, get rid of that, we don't need it anymore. Our logo is 2.5 inches tall because we want it less than half the height of the glass. If it's more than half the height, it just looks way too large on the glass. So since the glass is 6 inches tall, we have the logo at 2.5 inches tall. So I'm putting it back in the middle. I'm going to make me a box that goes across, but I'm going to make it 2.5 inches tall. I'm going to go ahead and switch to my pointer tool, shift click my printing area box, and center. Just left to right horizontal. Because we're still going to need enough room for the lip, so I'm duplicating that box. The lip only needs about 1/2 inch. I'll line that up to the top. And then at the bottom, we need room for the hands to not cover the logo very much. And about 2 inches from the bottom is good. And I'm going to go ahead and line that up to the bottom of my box. And then now I will take all 3 of these and I'm going to distribute the space vertically. That's about where we want to put the logo. So that's the shape we're going to take. We're going to use the Smart Fill tool. We're going to take that shape, spacebar to go back to our pointer tool, bring this down, and we're going to flip it vertically. Now we're going to take our logo, and we don't have the envelope tool here. We can pull it up through this button down here. Envelope is here. But what I want to do is I want to copy that, and that button doesn't give you that. So instead, I'm going to come through here. I'm going to press plus, and I'm going to go to envelope here. I'm going to put a check mark there so that I can have that on here. I don't keep it there, but I pull it up when I need to. And what I want is this create form. It's an eyedropper tool, means copy. I'm going to select that, and then I'm going to click that. And then I'll come back and press apply. Go back to my point tool. Now this is the shape we're going to use for our glass. The thing is that all rotators move at a different speed. So you're still going to have to stretch it left and right to get the final size. because some of them need more stretching than others. But this is a good starter point. So we'll do the same, rotate 90 degrees. I'm going to shift double click the rectangle tool to get our preview lines. We don't need that anymore. We do need the measurement from here to here because that's where we're planning on lining it up. We can either use a box or we can use the measuring tool. If you use the measuring tool, just make sure you press Shift. So that's 4 inches. So then our page will be 4 inches wide. And then up and down is it's got to be just slightly larger than the width of the logo. If you're having to center it, make sure it's an even number that's easy to cut into half. So it's 3.099, the logo width. So if we go with 3.1, we are good. So that would be your printing size. And this should line up perfectly on the glass, and then you'll run tests. What I do is I wrap it with layers of paper. Some people use masking tape to run the tests on. However you feel like doing it, that's up to you, but run the tests many times before you actually begin printing on the glass.